What's up, you're back, and today, roster update investments. It's your favorite day of the week. It's Tuesday. You got a boring work week. I don't know what you're doing, man. But Tuesday, don't fear. We got Market Monday. We got roster update investing Tuesday to bring some joy to the first half of the week. We got some big news, man. And some people, they might not have heard it. 4-week long roster update window. So usually it's every 3 weeks, and then we have the update. This time it's a 4-week window. Tomorrow, we're going to be breaking down what that means for your investments. Today, I'm still giving you the best investments, but I'll be keeping that in mind and giving you guys some advice along the way. First piece of advice, Cal Raleigh. Remember his name. Big Thumper, Big Dumper. I don't know his nickname, bro. So I guess at least I know the last name now. So Big Cal. Everybody, all the members were invested in him, right? He's now 15,000 stubs. Now is time to sell on the supercharge. This guy is going to be going probably 91 plus. You can see his price has already reacted accordingly. I would definitely sell right here. Why? Well, for the first time in a while, we're not going to have any diamonds mentioned in this video besides Big Thumper, Big Dumper. The reason being, I was close to mentioning Mr. Jacob Wilson. And then I realized, bro, we are 3 weeks away from the next roster date, July 11th, bro. It's too long. I'm chasing high upside. I'm chasing pump and dump. That's what we're chasing, right? I'll explain all of that tomorrow in a bit today. So Cal Raleigh, actually, let's explain it right now. What we're trying to do in this update period. 3 weeks is such a long time. We're trying to make sure we have the best long-term holds that will hold through the update, but also we're trying to make stubs every single day, every single week. You want to buy somebody like Big Cal Raleigh at 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, whatever his quick sell is. I think it's 8,000 stubs now. And then he pops off, hits for a home run every single day, and then you sell him for double your stubs without even having to have an official roster update. So that's our goal right now for the next couple of weeks, maybe the next week and a half, and then after that week and a half, then you want to make sure you have guys that you can long-term hold through the update period, which you'll be doing, honestly, as a result of trying to flip these guys. So I actually have most of these guys' stats memorized in my head. So that's how we're doing this video, man. This video, you're not going to hear much stats. Why? Because we'll be talking about recency and how they've been doing recently. But considering we have 3 more weeks of stats that are going to count, honestly, I think it's a bit more important just for me to give you guys a bit of an update on these guys as well as who the best buys are. As always, if you're a Diamond member, you have access to this silver to gold exchange sheet, but better off, Diamond members get access to this. Right now, we have 20 plus pitchers projected, and there's some nice double your stub ROI investments on there. This is an old version of that sheet. Join Diamond membership today. Join the Discord. We have almost 10K in the Discord. Let's see if we can hit 10K ASAP. First name, Drew Rasmussen. Where am I going? I'm going right to the pitcher projection spreadsheet to let you boys know what his official projection is. So Drew Rasmussen, he's going to be a long-term hold here. You know, he was slightly positive at around plus 0.22. Most recent start comes on June 19th. 5 strikeouts in 5 innings pitched, 3 walks, trash, 4 hits, not great. He's been mediocre this update period. Now, based on what I was telling you guys about a 4-week window, at 2,320 stubs, you're looking at 21 hundo post-tax. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm selling it. Would highly recommend selling for this price because you know that over the next 3 weeks, there's going to be a time where you can still buy him for around 1,700, right? So I would sell him here and buy him back. Overall, if you have him in your inventory, it is somebody I like to be holding on to. Zach Neto, definitely would not be holding on to this guy. I would be selling at this current price. I'm not a big fan of him as an investment. Seiya Suzuki, I'm a big fan of as an investment, but similarly to the other ones, I would actually be selling Seiya Suzuki for 2,600. Now, Seiya Suzuki has come out. He did just have a multi-home run game. He has been hitting for power. His batting average is still slightly down in the last 15 games, but the power numbers are what you like to see with that being his lowest in-game stat. So I'm very certain that Seiya Suzuki is probably one of the front runners to be Diamond as of right now, but I could care less when we're 3 weeks away. This guy could start, oops, he stubbed his toe. He's out for 3 weeks. Yeah, you're screwed. So I would actually be selling at 2,600 right now at this current price. Julio Rodriguez, I don't know what's going on. The market is actually a little bit higher than usual. Now, Julio Rodriguez was a decent buy around 1,700, right? That was the price target. So assuming you paid that price, I would actually be selling him 2,000 stubs post-tax is usually the threshold I need to start selling off some of these 84s for it to be worth my time. JRod has been pretty mediocre in real life. He's been not great, not the worst. I would not necessarily be rushing to sell him, and I'd also be looking to buy him around 1650, 1675 stubs or less. Cody Bellinger, Mr. Belly Bombs, some nobody posted a TikTok, and they said Cody Bellinger was a diamond. Also, if you're that nobody, no disrespect. Honestly, I didn't even look. I just saw somebody show me a picture of a TikTok with Bellinger as a diamond lock. Didn't even look who it was. But Cody Bellinger, you can see I have 800 of him. I would be sprinting to sell him right here for 2,000 stubs post-tax. I actually told all the members in the Discord, boys, if you got Bellinger, start selling him, which is why his price actually came down. It was around 2,400 if you can believe it. But Cody Bellinger has been all right. He's been actually getting better. His batting average has been rising. His power is all right. I'd like to see more power for him to actually have a good chance at diamond right here. He's still on the outside looking in, which is why I'd be definitely selling and buying back when he comes back down to earth in real life and in price. Yelich Chapman. Talking about front runners for diamond, you gotta mention Mr. Chapman. This guy's been lights out in real life, and most importantly, his walks per 9 in real life has been very, very good. Now, if there's one individual that I would tell you, this dude can blow up a big time. I'm talking Challenger, whatever that spacecraft was. Like, it's risky, high risk right here, especially when you can cash out for 2,200 post-tax and use that profit to go buy somebody else, right? So, this is basically, you can either keep the investment or you can do what I like to call anti-investing. You have to use your intuition here. Do you think Chapman will blow up? Yes, you sell him. No, you probably hold him. I wouldn't be buying at this current price. Maikel Garcia, again, I actually don't recommend selling Maikel Garcia for 1,800 post-tax. Now, I know this actually is one of those scenarios where it's like, man, he is above his price. I do think that we will see Maikel Garcia probably around 1,600, 1,500 stubs at some point again in the next 3 weeks. So I guess you could go ahead and sell in here for the 300 stub profit. But 300 stub profit honestly isn't worth my time. So I'm holding Garcia all the way to diamond, baby. Yelich Suarez is supercharged. Yelich Suarez is looking good to have a shot at diamond, a real shot with his power numbers being so he still could get a power versus right boost. And Yelich Suarez, I mean, he's been very good over the last span of days. So I'd be selling though. I would still be selling for 2,000 post-tax. Like I said, it's kind of the threshold we're looking for. I'd be selling for 2K post-tax and buying back for like 1,575, 1,600 when he cools back off. Alejandro Kirk, we're seeing a lot of similar prices, a lot of similar trends. Between Kirk and Garcia, they both look like they have a chance at diamond, a good chance right now. I don't care when we're 3 weeks away. Kirk, he's probably looking like an 85, 86 right now. He just hit 2 home runs, 2 home run game with trash power numbers. So you can see I have some myself. I would probably sell 75% of my Kirks I had right now. Hold on to the other 25%. That's also another thing. You don't have to sell all your guys at once. You can hold on to some and then not sell off the rest. But, it seems like it's a bit more of a seller market right now than really anything else. Now, why did I just take so long to say that? Is because Jackson Turio, I want to take a look at. This is not somebody where I have a true grasp on how he's been playing. I know he's been all right, like mediocre, but what are the power numbers? So he's batting 260 on the season, and he's got 12 home runs now. That doesn't really tell me the full picture because lefties, he's batting 360, so his contact left should stay the same. Versus righties, he's still batting 220, so that's not as exciting. What I am interested in is one thing. How many nukes has this guy hit recently? Jackson Turio, looking at his recent games, 2 home runs in the last 15 games. That's not terrible. It's not terrible. Now, I would look to make sure that those 2 home runs didn't count for the last update period. But if Turio has 2 home runs in this update period, I actually don't mind him here as a buy at 1,300, but go make sure and verify that for yourself. Andy Pahes, 2,000 stubs. Wouldn't be buying, wouldn't be selling. I know this is one of those guys above 2K post-tax. I'd actually be holding on to Pahes because the update after the next is most likely going to be fielding, and that's going to be a big-time win for him. Randy Rodriguez is projected, and as of June 18th, he was +2 overall. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do boys a favor. First off, he looks like he's going to be diamond based on that. But what has this bum done in the last 5 days since his projection? Yesterday, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk. See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. You blink, and then they're garbage. So he actually has 3 starts since then, but he's actually pretty good. 3 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 1 hit, 1 walk. So yeah, Randy Rodriguez is still projected diamond. Edwin Diaz, sound the trumpets. Now, fortunately, well, actually, unfortunately, so I guess both. Edwin Diaz is projected +1, but +1 ain't where the stubs come, right? Diamond is where the stubs come +2. Now, the bad news here is that Chapman, or when I'm recording this, it's June 23rd. You'll be seeing it June 24th. Edwin Diaz has not pitched in a whole week because the Mets are so bad. The losing streak, right? So, hopefully, the Mets, now that they're done playing my insane Phillies, hopefully the Mets, actually, I still hope they lose. But hopefully Diaz comes in for some starts in the first inning. I can hope, right? So, but Diaz I actually do still like. He is projected +1. 1450 is kind of the max I would pay for him. Danny Koulam. There's a reason, I mean, I wasn't super excited about this guy coming back off from injury. In my opinion, too, he also was kind of a nobody before this year. So he comes out, 1 inning pitched, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts. After the most recent performance, Danny Koulam is minus 0.9. It's recoverable. It's not worth it. Tear up. Looking at any other names, Schwarber, go ahead and sell him. Now, we have a couple names at quick sell, or at least 1 name at quick sell, or we'll go with 2 names at quick sell. We got Merrill Kelly. Merrill Kelly is projected +0.2, so he's back to being even. And looking at that, right, like it's basically just a pitcher flip. This is a pure pitcher flip, +0.2. He can earn himself +1, +2 over the next couple weeks. I actually like it. Mackenzie Gore. Mackenzie Gore is projected -0.2 after a not so great outing, but -0.2. That's basically even, and I do like the player. This guy's leading the league in strikeouts, so I actually would recommend buying some Mackenzie Gore current price. I'm not checking him. I'm not. Christian Yelich. Is Christian Yelich back to being insane? Let's go ahead and pull him up. You know, what I like to do, guys, is I want to see somebody who has a price that actually looks enticing. Somebody that has a price that's not at quick sell. That's the best way to find investments. Like looking at this bum right here, Chris Martin, I'm not going to pull him up for this video, but I will tell you, like looking at the price of $9.13 and the fact that there's people actively trying to invest in him, that is something that would pique my radar, and I would say, all right, I should probably take a look at this guy. But Yelich is batting .370 in the last 15 days with a home run. On the season, his batting average is now up to .260. He has 13 home runs versus right. Okay, that's pretty good versus righties. Versus left, he only has 1. Yeah, I think Yelich looks +1 right now, in my opinion. I think he's fairly priced. I would not be buying on the supercharge. I would see if his price can cool off a little bit. I would still buy him, though, around 700. Andrew Abbott. He is 300 stubs above quick sell. He is priced as an 82. And he deserves to be priced that way because after his final start, he's +2 overall. So he's looking like an 83. So I'd hold Abbott at current prices. Jazz Chisholm Jr. A lot of people asking about him. Now we do have a hitter prediction sheet as well. It's not a projection sheet. It's not with the formula, but we do have a hitter prediction sheet. I'm going to consult that bad boy, see if we have him on there. Looks like we have 40 names on that sheet. And it looks like Jazz Chisholm isn't one of them, which usually means he's not too relevant. So I'm not a big fan of Jazz. Spencer Schwanbach, I believe. Oh no, is he pitching today? So he might have pitched. So I'm recording this Monday night. He might have pitched Sunday. If he pitched Sunday, then we're chilling. No, and he's pitching today. So Schwanbach takes on the Mets Monday night when I'm recording this. So you guys will have already known. I was a big fan of Schwanbach heading into that start. He's projected +1.6 prior to this performance against the Mets. Spencer Strider is still kind of in a hole. He's digging himself out of the hole, but he's still kind of in it. Otto Lopez, I would probably consider tearing up from. I teared up from him myself. Matt Olson is now becoming relevant. He's getting hot in real life. He's actually relevant now. You can potentially invest in him, but it's kind of a lower tier investment in my eyes. Say Don Rafaela. Yeah, call him the Don, bro. This guy is hitting nukes left and right. He's got 2 home runs in the last 15 games, which is huge considering his power numbers are trash. I'm a big fan of, say, Don Rafaela. I'd actually be buying him below 700. Bonos. Bo Bichette is back. Bo Bichette is back, and now he's hitting for batting average. So looking at Bo Bichette, he has 87 contact right, 72 contact left. The power numbers are where we need to see an improvement. I feel like he didn't get the full power boost last time. He has 9 home runs versus right. He has 2 versus left. I think with 9 home runs versus right, the power versus right has to come up, right? So I'm actually a big fan of that. Shota is coming back off the 15-day IL soon. When he does, buy him. But I don't think he's going to be relevant for this update, maybe for roster at number 5. We got Devers. I still like Devers at quick sell. High Song Kim, I haven't looked at in too long. Cade Smith. If Cade Smith hasn't done anything bad, I do really like him below 440. Now, guys, make sure, another thing with the approach is make sure you're not buying anybody too high above quick sell, because 3 weeks is a long time. Cade Smith comes out, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, so it's not great. I'd still be buying the dip at 440 there. That's every single gold investment. As always, there are silvers that will be posted in the Discord to the members. Smash the like and subscribe button, boys. W video in the chat.